What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some awesome battles for the Kanto Cup submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Daniel RG98. So shout out to them. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. And we have a XL Shadow Slowpoke right there. This thing is tiny and it is absolutely deadly. Do not sleep on it. We also got Shadow Hypno with Focus Blast, so hopefully we see some booms, and an Alolan Sandslash on the lead. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team in these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into this first battle here, we have Sandslash on the lead versus Magneton. Not the best of lead matchups right here, if we're being honest. Obviously, we know that this Bulldoze, if it lands, will be one-shotting the Magneton, but what's tough about Magneton is it's very spammy, and the moves it has, like Magnet Bomb here, does a lot of neutral damage. So let's see how they decide to play it out. They decided to no-shield that first one, and they're going straight for the Bulldoze right here. So we might get a boom off the bat in game one, but no. We do see a shield from the Magneton, and they're going to go ahead and let the Alolan Sandslash go down. So Sandslash goes down, but they have Hypno and Slowpoke. Now I imagine they're coming in with Hypno right here. No, they're coming in with the Slowpoke. So these Thunder Shocks are really starting to add up. But Slowpoke is obviously gonna have to shield right here. That Water Psychic typing means it's gonna be taking super effective damage, and it's looking to just hard commit to the farm down. Now the Magneton as well doesn't need to really swap out, right? It can just spam these charge moves, but my goodness, if the back end is weak to Confusion, oh, they just swapped into a Nidoqueen right here. So Psyshocks are going to be deadly. Oh my gosh, it's a Shadow Nidoqueen as well. Okay, so obviously they're very weak to Slowpoke in the back, seeing as they swapped into the Nidoqueen. Boom! Takes out the Nidoqueen with the Psyshock. And Magneton decides to come back in to get farmed down. What is that final Pokemon? It's going to be a Poliwrath. So this Slowpoke just did a casual 1v3 right here. Psyshock, I imagine, one-shots as well. Yeah. Boom! Jeez Louise, Slowpoke just swept that whole team right there. Alright, that was game one. What's game two? Alright, getting into game two, we got Alolan Raticate on the lead. And it's going to be Quick Attack Alolan Raticate as well, so the fast moves will be resisted because of that steel typing. If this was Bite Alolan Raticate, it definitely would be doing a bit better, but let's see how they decide to play it out. So no shield on the first Ice Punch. Here comes another one right away. They just want to chunk the health right here. Obviously, Alolan Raticate is going to be resisting the moves on the back end here from Slowpoke and Hypno when it comes to those confusions. But they're going to go ahead and let that first one go through. And it is going to be the crunch, but that doesn't hurt too badly if we're being honest. They're going to look to go for another one. And the Sandslash here, I wanted to say Slowpoke. Sandslash here is going to go ahead and shield. Now, we do see a swap into Shadow Hypno as well, which means this thing is definitely ahead on energy, but able to get the Ice Punch and land it, so they're going to go ahead and go into the mirror fight right here. Confusion is resisted, but two Shadow Hypno is going at it. Obviously, he's got to watch out for Shadow Ball right here. I wasn't successfully counting, but I think it's enough, but it's just going to be a Thunder Punch. Okay, so that's good. They're going to go ahead and go for their own Thunder Punch. Now, notice the moveset that this Hypno has as well. Focus Blast cannot be taken for granted, right? You can't just assume that they don't have it, because Shadow Hypnos will have it and it will one-shot you. Now we're going to see a no shield here on this next Thunder Punch, so it is able to survive, and Confusion down with 1 HP in a Dream. Oh, land the Focus Blast on that Raticate when it comes back in. I mean, they could just go for a Thunder Punch and kind of close it out, but Nidoqueen does decide to come in. So Slowpoke is obviously going to be taking this one right here. No shield from the Nidoqueen, and they're going to bring in the Slowpoke, and Confusion is just going to start chunking. This thing hurts so bad. They're also going to let this first Poison Fang through, which is definitely a good call because they could clear the debuff if they want. But they're just going to Confusion down. They'll probably just shield. No, they're going to let it go. Alright, so Slowpoke is going to go down. It's going to come up to Alolan Sandslash. Oh, wow, Slowpoke survived. We're going to see the Sandslash come back in and take out the Alolan Raticate with Powder Snow. So the opponent saving all of its shields for next game. So good luck to the next opponent. Your opponent here is going to have 4 shields right there. But, hey, good game right there. Slowpoke's Confusions just do so much damage. It's fun to watch. Alright, so we got Sandslash versus Lapras on the lead. Not the best of matchups, so they're going to go ahead and swap out into the Shadow Hypno and start getting hit on energy. Now, we don't see a swap in as well, which is a tell that whatever's in the back might be weak. It could be Fighter and Poison user, so we might see like a Shadow Machamp and a Nidoqueen potentially in the back, because Lapras does really well against those flyers. But let's see how they decide to play this out. Here comes a Pidgeot. That makes sense. Obviously going to be taking a lot of damage right now from these Thunder Punches. And let's see if they decide to shield. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield. So all shields are down, which means we might see a Shadow Slowpoke sweep right here. But Alolan Sandslash can easily come into this and basically farm down with Powder Snow. They might want to give up one shield to stop the potential Brave Bird, but they're going to go ahead and no-shield it. They are going to be resisting, and thankfully that was just a Feather Dance, so that's actually very nice for them. They can fully farm down, but no, Pidgeot gets to another one. They're going to let it go. Brave Bird's still going to hurt if it lands. It is the Brave Bird right there. That is a ton of damage, and sadly they did go for the Ice Punch as well. So this is going to take out that Pidgeot. We're going to see a swap right away into the Slowpoke, and let's see how this goes. Going to be resisting the moves from Lapras. Confusion is absolutely chunking, and the opponent is not swapping out, so Slowpoke might just have another sweep right here. Surf being resisted, and it's another Nidoqueen in the back. Nidoqueen's getting absolutely destroyed by the Slowpoke today. This is fantastic to see. If you guys are not a fan of your opponents using Nidoqueen, try a Shadow Slowpoke right here. It's absolutely wrecking it, and with that Psyshock as well, it's very spammy to the charge moves. Able to save 2 shields and bring in 4 for the next one. Alright, good game. Getting in this next battle, we got Sandslash versus Shadow Hypno on the lead. Somewhat of a nice neutral matchup, and it really depends if we're going to be seeing a Fire Punch here on the Hypno. As you guys know, Hypno is a mystery box of charge moves. You never know what it's going to have. I got hit by one the other day with a Future Sight. I was definitely not expecting that. But here comes the first charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield. Is it going to be the Fire Punch? No, it's going to be a Thunder Punch right here. So let's see what they decide to do. This might just be a Fire Punch, a bait. Going for Thunder Punch first. No, it's just going to be another Thunder one. So they should be able to get to 2 more Ice Punches. This first one might just be getting a shield here from the Hypno. No, they decided to let it go, and we do see Alolan Marowak come in. So the Slowpoke now is going to come in. Now this is a Hex Alolan Marowak as well, which is very tough as it can gain energy quickly, and we're likely going to see it have Fire Blast and Shadow Bone. I'd be surprised if it has Bone Club, as Fire Blast really helps out against the Pidgeot matchup, as Pidgeot's a very good counter to Alolan Marowak. So Shadow Hypno as well can do very well against Alolan Marowak because of that confusion damage, but this thing is so far ahead on energy, things are not looking too good. They're obviously going to have to shield this Shadow Bone right here, and they might have to be a sack swap. Let's see how they play it out. No! Alolan Marowak gets to the next charge move just in time, and that nearly one-shots the Hypno. Can they farm down? No, we see a swap into the Hypno Mirror. They're going to commit to the farm down. This is going to come down to the wires. Alolan Marowak going to come back in. No, it's going to be a Dugtrio, Alolan Dugtrio. Are we going to get a boom? Come on, land it. Boom! One shots and Alolan Marowak. It surrenders right there. They had a shield as well. That is why you cannot sleep on the Focus Blast. My goodness, that was satisfying. All right. Alolan Sandslash into Snorlax. We kind of know how this matchup goes, right? You got to be watching out for those superpowers. But Ice Punches and Powder Snows are going to be some really nice, consistent damage. And we don't know what's going to be in the back just yet. But let's see how this plays out. Are they going to shield this first one? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and opt to shield. And it's just going to be a Body Slam, which is resisted. That is unfortunate right there. So a superpower is definitely coming up next, as Snorlax can definitely force a second shield potentially, or just take out the Alolan Sandslash right here, especially since they no-shielded. Now, we did see them try to swap into Hypno right there, if you saw the click, but this superpower is going to hurt. Boom! Takes out the Alolan Sandslash, and Hypno now is going to come in and farm down. Now, what is going to be in the back? It is going to be a Hypno Mirror. So hopefully they can fake a potential Shadow Ball right here. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. Obviously, in the Mirror match, you got to be watching out for the Shadow Ball as well, which is why Hypno is probably one of the most devastating Pokemon to face in this Kanto Cup meta. Because it could honestly just have everything. And it's that one time you decide not to shield, like we saw with the Alolan Dugtrio last game, where you just assume it has a certain moveset, and then out of left field comes a Focus Blast. Or out of left field comes a Shadow Ball. Boom! Just got one shot right there. So that is unfortunate. But Slowpoke is going to have to commit to this farm down right here, as the Hypno still, I believe, still has a shield. Okay, so it's Fire Punch. Oh man, it's Fire Punch, Shadow Ball. Again, variable movesets that you guys are going to be seeing. And a no-shield there on the Psyshock, which is definitely interesting, as Lapras is only going to be doing resisted damage, right? Surf, Ice Beam, Skull Bash, none of it is going to be doing a lot, so they're just going to go ahead and commit to the farm down, and now this is going to be up to Hypno to try to close this game out, but the Slowpoke is one fast move away here from the second Psyshock, which should be enough resisted damage. Can they get to it in time? Yes, they can. Is this going to be enough damage? I think so. We might just see another Slowpoke sweep, and it is. That is going to be a good game, very well played. This team looks like a lot of fun. But obviously with Hypnos, as you guys are probably experiencing yourselves, you got to be careful with the moveset. Alright, so we got Dugong versus Alolan Sandslash. They're going to opt to swap out right away. Look to force a swap in, as there's probably, as we're reading this right now, there might just be a Nidoqueen in the back, considering they're not swapping out. But let's see how this plays out. It's actually, yeah, they're deciding not to swap out. Okay, Hypno is locked and loaded now with a couple Thunder Punches. This is not going to do too much damage, as they did land an Icy Wind, but they're opting to shield anyways, and here, not able to get to the second one in time. Hypno is going to go ahead and give up a shield, so obviously whatever's in the back is very weak to Confusion, as they are not swapping out. Hypno might just be able to take this right here. Oh, he's going to go for the Focus Blast. Okay, they're probably going to no shield thinking they can survive. Do they lay the Focus Blast? No, it gets another shield. Oh, that's unfortunate. They could have gone for double Thunder Punch right there. Alright, so let's see how they decide to play this out. They're probably going to come in with the Slowpoke. Yeah, they're going to come in with the Slowpoke and look to farm down. Dugong's not going to be doing any damage here to the Slowpoke. Icy Wind's going to be resisted, and they're not swapping out still. I'm guessing double Fighter or Nidoqueen in the back. Nope, it's going to be a Shadow Hypno. Okay. Oh, there's the Fighter. There's the Shadow, or the normal Machamp right here, which is why I thought, okay, they didn't want to swap in to a Mirror, right? Dugong was the best bet in that matchup. So Shadow Machamp, or not, I keep wanting to say Shadow Machamp. Machamp able to farm that one down. Are they going to shield the Rock Slide? I think they're going to have to. They're going to have to shield the Rock Slide. Oh, it was a payback as well. Good thing they shielded that. And let's see how this plays out. Will Water Pulse do enough damage in this matchup? I don't think so. And this Hypno probably does have access to Thunder Punch, which might just mean it is going to be a good game. This is going to be a close one, though. Yeah, they do have the Thunder Punch right here. If it's Fire Punch, they can still win. No, it's going to be Thunder Punch. That's going to be a good game. Slowpoke goes down. All right. Moving into this next one. We have Sandslash on the lead versus Nidoqueen. Alright, so a pretty good lead matchup right here with the Ice-type moves. As you guys can see, this is just ripping apart the Nidoqueen. They're going to have to start shielding because Alolan Sandslash is going to tear this thing apart, especially with that Steel typing, right? They decide to shield as well, so Nidoqueen is not looking to be in a good spot, as Alolan Sandslash can easily shield this if they want to. They're going to let it go. It's the Earth Power! Boom! They get one shot right there. That is very unfortunate. We're going to see that Hypno now come in and farm down. Not able to do so in time before we see the Poison Fang now come through, which still does a decent amount of damage to Hypno. But we got a Kanto Ninetales, I should say, in the back, and a Lapras. Okay, so things are still looking good here for Slowpoke. Having that 2 shield, able to do neutral damage, and taking all resisted damage. The only move they really have to look out for is a potential Solar Beam, I should say, from the Kanto Ninetales right there, which they can handle just fine. They're going to go ahead and shield the Surf and farm down. Here comes another one. We know this isn't going to do too much damage, and Slowpoke is primed to basically sweep this Ninetales. So let's see how this plays out. Here comes a Psyshock. Should be getting the shield from the Ninetales, and now it is going to be erased. Can the Ninetales actually farm down in time? No, they're going to throw the charge move right away, which Slowpoke is perfectly fine allowing, as they do have their Hypno with loaded energy, and they're going to go ahead and look to go for Focus Blast. This is going to be risky, everyone, as the Kanto Ninetales right here can gain energy very quickly with that Fire Spin. They're going to go ahead and go for the Focus Blast. So an unshielded Focus Blast right here to close this game out. Boom, takes it out right there. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right. Moving into this next one, we have Sandslash on the lead versus Mew. Alright, so this is going to be another box of tricks. Mew having access to like all the best moves in the game. Let's see how this plays out. This could be a Flame Charge. No, it's going to be a Surf right there. Okay, so it's Surf, probably Surf Wild Charge, I would imagine. But my goodness, if there's a Flame Charge here as well. Surf Flame Charge? No, it's just going to be another Surf. So they probably do have Wild Charge, which is good to note if the Mew decides to swap out right here. So let's see what they decide to do. They decide to let it go, and they do swap out. So we're going to see the Slowpoke now come in. We know that Dewgong here is only going to be doing resisted damage as well, so Slowpoke should be able to take this. It's going to be kind of close, especially if they decide to shield. But since they didn't, I think this is looking pretty good for the mid-game, as they can probably fully Confusion down. As Icy Wind isn't doing too much damage right there. Again, this is going to be very close. Here comes another Icy Wind. These Confusions now are going to be doing far less damage than before, but thankfully they were able... Oh, this is going to be so close. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it froze. No, not able to farm down in time. They're going to have to let this go. They need to save that shield for the Mew's charge moves, and Slowpoke does not hold on. That is very unfortunate right here, but let's see what they have in the back. They're going to bring back in the Mew, which is perfect, as Alolan Sandslash is locked and loaded with energy right here. Here comes that first Ice Punch, gets a shield. Here comes the next Ice Punch. This might just get the second shield, and then we might see Hypno be unleashed right here on the swap. No, they're deciding to stay in, try to get to another one, force that energy. Mew is trying to commit to the farm down, but it can't, so it has to throw. And it's all going to be about what is in the back. I'm going to guess Lapras right here. Let's see if we see a Focus Blast finish. Here comes the charge move. Are they going to shield the potential wild charge? No, they're going to let it go. It's just going to be another Surf, able to hold on. The farm down comes in. Is Dewgong going to come back in? Oh, it's going to be a Nidoqueen. Going to get absolutely shredded here by Confusion, but this game is not over, as Hypno does not have a move or charge move that can do neutral damage. So this is going to be very close. They swap into Dewgong to try to catch the charge move, but they're going to go ahead and go for the Focus Blast. If you're doing resisted damage, you might as well do the biggest boom you can. Here comes Focus Blast in. Takes out the Nidoqueen right there. All right. Good game. I was kind of worried that the Nidoqueen would have been able to get to one more Poison Fang, but good game. All right, so we see a swap now into Lapras, and we're going to see the Slowpoke come in. What's great about Slowpoke here is that the typing here for these water safe swaps like Lapras, Dewgong, and Blastoise, being able to resist their moves, right, while doing tons of neutral damage with Confusion and Psyshock. So we're going to see the Slowpoke take this mid-game right here. It's just a matter if Blastoise can get to a second one, which it can. Are they going to shield? They're going to let it go. This is going to be very, very close. Oh my goodness, what? No, Blastoise takes it. Confusion took too long. So they're able to take the mid-game right there, and they're going to go ahead and come back in with Alolan Sandslash. Get a bit ahead on energy. Let's see if the Lickitung decides to come back in. No, it's going to be the Shadow Hypno, which is actually, I think, okay, because I want to see a Focus Blast land here against the XL Lickitung on the lead. And Alolan Sandslash as well can put a lot of pressure on shields with these Ice Punches. Now, here comes the charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield. Is it going to be? No, it's just going to be a Thunder Punch. So they might not have access to Fire Punch. This might just be a Shadow Ball Thunder Punch, but you never know. Here comes the next Ice Punch from Alolan Sandslash. It does get the first shield, so they are kind of concerned about Alolan Sandslash. They want to get it out of there, and a Thunder Punch as well is not enough to KO. So Alolan Sandslash now, if they get a shield from Hypno, we might just see the swap. They do get a shield. Can they get to the Ice Punch in time? They can with 1 HP in a Dream. This is absolutely amazing. They almost just got completely farmed down right there. They're going straight into the Hypno now, and we are going to see the Focus Blast come through. XL Lickitung thinks it has a chance right here, thinking maybe, you know, it's only going to be Thunder Punching me. No siree. We are going to see a Focus Blast boom this thing in the face. Here it comes. They're going to have to shield this next Body Slam. It's going to be very close, but I think 1 or 2 more Confusions should be enough. One more. They get the Focus Blast. Lickitung, your victory has been taken right here by a boom. Boom! Takes it out right there and gets the screenshot, so that is going to be a good game. Very well played. This team definitely looks like a lot of fun, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Daniel again for sharing these battles with us. Shadow XL Slowpoke actually has some great coverages on this meta, as we've seen with its typing and its moveset. It can really handle a lot of stuff, and it puts out a lot of damage as well. So, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.